Hey, what's going on everybody? This is Chase here at Rocky Mountain. Thank you so much for joining me. Today's video is on the new Alpinestars Bionic Plasma LT protection pieces. A-Stars has a lot of really good armor to choose from, but there's three options in this new Plasma LT lineup. There is the vest, which is sleeveless. There's the short sleeve that I am wearing, and then there is the long sleeve or the jacket version. So we're gonna show you all three today. I'm gonna talk about the features and also try and guide you and help you decide, where does this fit into the A-Stars protection lineup? Because like I said, there's a lot of different options you can choose from and who this might be better suited for. And I'm gonna give you some of my critiques and some things that I noticed just while wearing these. I am wearing a size large. That's what I would wear in all three. I'm 5'7", 180 pounds, about a 42-inch chest. So take that for what it's worth. Size large is what I'm wearing. It fits me well. We do have our fit guarantee, no matter what size you get, and this goes for any protection piece, apparel items that we sell. If it doesn't fit you correctly, you can send it back in brand new, unused condition, and we'll give you free shipping both ways on your first exchange to make sure you get the size and the fit that is going to be best for you. So what makes this armor lineup, this Bionic Plasma LT armor, unique is they're just utilizing their plasma armor in all three. So it's gonna be CE level 1 for any of the plasma armor that you see in all three of these. And what's cool about this plasma armor is it's just Alpinestars that uses it. It's specific to them. And it's like D3O, just to kind of give you something that you're familiar with, whereas it gives good impact protection. But what's nice about it is that when you have it close to you and your body heat starts to warm it up, or on a nice warm day, it becomes even softer, more malleable. And so as you can see with me wearing this, it fits the shape of my body really well. And that leads me to my next point. If you are shopping for arguably the lowest profile option that Alpinestars is gonna have, whether it is a vest, a short sleeve, or the long sleeve, this is gonna be the option that I would direct you towards, just because this armor is very, very low profile. Now, there are a few trade-offs when you look at something like this compared to other options, because so you can see right here where I'm wearing the shoulder armor, and then on the long sleeve, it's got the elbow armor. You're using this nice, breathable, lightweight mesh fabric on this, which again is very comfortable. I feel like I could wear this against my skin. I'm gonna be totally fine. But you're gonna sacrifice some abrasion resistance, especially like in the elbows and the shoulders, because if you look at some of the other options that Alpinestars has with shoulder and elbow protection, they have options that have hard plastic over the top. So it's gonna help with the impact, but it's also gonna give you good abrasion resistance. So just something to keep in mind there. But again, if you're shopping for ultra low profile, these are gonna be good options. All right, a few other things to note. So like I said, this mesh fabric that they're using is breathable, very comfortable. All the armor is removable. So if you need to wash this thing, you can take all the armor out, wash it, and then just let it air dry, put the armor back in, you are good to go. Couple things I do wanna note on fitment. So all three are going to zip up on the side. When I put this on for the first time, so the zipper is located right here on my left side. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was having a really difficult time zipping this up by myself, and I actually had to have Nick, who's filming this video, he had to zip it up the rest of the way for me. I was getting about halfway and kind of getting stuck. So wasn't a big fan of that. And then the other gripe that I would have about the fit is, look, I'm 5'7", I'm not tall, and I'm wearing a size large, and when I raise my hands up, my stomach is getting exposed. And I find myself doing this a lot, trying to pull it down. So I don't know why they made it this short. I really wish they would have added quite a bit more length to make this stay tucked in better, because if I'm riding and I'm starting to feel this thing right up, I'm probably not gonna be the biggest fan of that. So I wish they would have added length, but again, that's why we have our fit guarantee. Aside from that though, this thing is very, very comfortable. One of the more comfortable protection pieces like this that I've tried on. So that is something that I do appreciate. So now there is one last thing I do want to talk about before I put the jacket on to show you that, is I do appreciate that here, just below the chest piece, you have this foam here. A lot of times companies will just take a really soft foam that really doesn't do a whole lot, and they'll just kind of put in certain areas. But this is actually a more dense foam that they're using here and then up here on my shoulder as well. So it is nice that they're using just a little bit higher quality foam in those areas that you aren't as likely to have an impact, but that is gonna be nice for roost. I'm not gonna put the vest on just because it's identical to this, minus the fact that it doesn't have the shoulder protection, but I am gonna put the jacket on now so you can see what that looks like and how it fits me. Okay, so now I had the long sleeve on. Same size as what I was just wearing. This is a size large. Now, couple notable differences in the fit compared to that short sleeve in the vest. So first, the zipper is not so far over to the side as it was on the other two. So this one was easier for me to zip up. I didn't have to ask for help with this one. So I did like that. This one does have straps on both sides to really cinch it down to get that armor nice and snug, which is good. And the other difference I noticed is that on the long sleeve version, they do have some added length. Now, I still think it could be longer. I would like this to be a little bit longer just to ensure that it's gonna stay tucked in, but it's an improvement over what I just showed you. It's not gonna feel like it's gonna ride up nearly as much. So looking at this, again, same chest and back armor, it's all that plasma. Now you're just incorporating the elbow armor into this. Now I forgot to mention earlier, they do use a more abrasion resistant fabric over the elbows and the shoulders just for added durability. Again, it's not gonna be as good as an armor that did have hard plastic over the top, but they do bump up the abrasion resistance there. As you can see, you do have a couple foam pieces here on my bicep as well. So overall, again, very comfortable. And like I had mentioned earlier, the Bionic Plasma LT line is for those that want ultra low profile. I think that's gonna be the biggest factor that would attract your rider to this lineup because like I said, they've got a lot of different options and it's all gonna depend on what you're in the market for. They have full armor jackets where you're gonna have hard plastic over the top. They kind of have hybrid styles. They even have some where the base piece is completely separate from the chest and the back protector. So A-Star's got a lot of really good options. So go check them all out. I've done videos on pretty much every protection piece that A-Star sells. We've done buyer's guides where we talk about all the best chest and full body protection pieces. So go give that a watch. But if you have questions or comments about this, I will try my best to get those answered. So make sure, leave those down below. You know the deal, we ship for free over $75. So click the link or head to Rocky Mountain's website right now to check these out and the other options. Get subscribed to the Rocky Mountain YouTube channel if you want to stay up to date on the latest products like this. I am Chase, and we'll see you on the trails.